Yeah, that. Hello, this is Pop Gun. Yeah, see, that should be me. Making those bars move. Yeah, that should. Yep, I hear it. Yeah, so it's working. The podcast. It's working right now. I just listened to the Twitch. I sound quiet, but that could just be something on my end. I don't know. Then again, I just heard myself on somebody's mic, and I sound so. Maybe I am loud enough.
Can you guys hear my voice really well?
That's the problem. Yes.
That's the problem.
Yes.
Well, Rar said that I can co-commentate, but if you're gonna be like that, then fuck you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are we started? Is this the actual game? It is. All right. Welcome in, boys and girls. Week 5, the final matchup of the entire season. Team Synergy taking on Lemons. The blue team is who? Who is that? Okay, the blue team is Team Synergy. Rar at quarterback, WCK, wide receiver Daniel at running back. Lemons, or Lemnos, going to be the teal team today. Lemons at quarterback, Tony at wide receiver, Irish Lad, coming back from Ireland, I'm assuming, has been away for a little bit of time. Is going to be your running back today. First play going to be a little bit of a slant up to the top side here. Caught by, and I'm going to do a better job of keeping mental stats today. So maybe I should write this down. Synergy is the blue team. That is Daniel Korean at the running back spot getting a catch. If Daniel's actually in Korea, what time would that be right now? That would be extremely early in the morning on a Monday, a school day of all things. So if they actually are from Korea, shout outs to them for playing through this. Sideline pass to the bottom all the way. Okay. That is a wide the hell open WCK. Given a nice boost or so, might find a way past the quarterback right here. Does boost at the right time. Scourge gets sacked around the 4-yard line. WCK making the catch for Team Synergy. Huge boost to start off the game. So here comes our first goal, first red zone situation of the early stage of the game. And instead of screwing it up, finding a way, well, let's just throw it away and let's just completely ruin this. Rar just says, what if I just run in? What if I just take the easy points? Gets the touchdown off of 3 plays. A completion to Daniel, a completion to WCK, and a run by Rar. Game over. Or at least drive over. 7-0. A minute 54 into the game. By the way, Lemons have a 1-3 record, which would indicate that they suck, but that's anything but the case. Despite having a horrible win-loss record, their point differential is plus 11. They haven't been really blown out by anybody. They just had back-to-back close losses and then played the Lions, which has been their only win so far. So, by all... Well, nice little sack right there. By Irish Lad. No. By Daniel Korean. Also, I believe that was a catch by Tony for a first down as we got 2nd and 11-ish here. The Lemons should be giving us a, well, should be giving us a close game. Unfortunately, Daniel Korean has other things to say about that. That's 2 sacks in a row. Given it, as we get a look at the APMs right there. Yeah, look, the player getting the sack has at times the highest APM of everybody in the lobby. No surprise right there. Boost coming at the right time. And this is Lemnos is trying to stay alive right here. This is a likely interception. Ends up being a block, so it's 4th down. Lemons in a situation of deciding, do we punt it? Do we go for it on our own side when we got about 20 yards to go here? This is a long 4th down. It looks like they are going to go for it, at least for now. Running back cutting back down to the, or wide receiver cutting back down towards the sideline. It looks like a little bit of an icon misplay right there. I don't think they were expecting the icon. I wonder if the Wraith was all the way at the bottom, but they didn't feel like it could get there or what. But ultimately, the icon got there. The wide receiver didn't recognize it. Going for it on 4th down in your own side. A huge gamble as Team Synergy, who only needed 3 plays to score in their opening drive on their own 20, now gets it basically on the Lemons 20. So there's a catch up top there to Daniel Korean, getting their 2nd catch of the day. Not really much of a gain there on 1st down. Great situation for Synergy right here to get command of this game. slant down to the wide receiver, WCK, who made a heck of a grab at the beginning of the game. Picks up the first down, and now we're in red zone situation yet again. It's been 6 minutes, and this is the second time that Synergy has the ball in the red zone. Ping's going out here. RAR directing traffic. Ran it in last time. It's a nice little boost to avoid the sack this time around. Might just get a little bit of a yardage gain right here, and they ultimately do just that. Inching closer right there. Looks like they were trying to go to the corner. Wasn't there. Instead of throwing it away, live the fight another day. Second down. Handoff situation to the running back. Gains about a yard. That was a big hit, though. The bloody Ultralist still bleeding out on the field as it gets absorbed into the grass. That's going to have only positive effects on the field going forward, I'm assuming. Ultralist blood fertilizing the field as we go into third down. RAR going up top there. There's WCK. RAR takes it in again. Do they get the first touchdown? They do. That is the second running touchdown. No push required for RAR. That's going to put Synergy up 14-0. Team Lemons going for it on their fourth down, on their deep into their own side of the field. Don't even come close to converting on it, and now they're down 14-0 in the first 7 minutes and 57 seconds. Point differential in the season dips into the negative at -3, as Synergy's got to be feeling pretty good about things right now. Tony gets the... actually, no, that is Irish Lad getting their first catch of the day from Lemnos at the quarterback, and that is a first down, moving the ball in the positive direction for Team Lemons. Okay, so an incomplete pass right there. Well guarded, as maybe a little bit of a miscommunication. You had two receivers in the same area right there. Lemnos on second down opts to pick it up and try to get a few yards running the ball. But that brings up third down. Here comes Daniel Korean's already got a couple of sacks in the game so far. Did they make the catch? No, they didn't. Couldn't really get it on the spawn. Is Irish Lad. And delayed it long enough for, I believe that was WCK to get down there and defend it. So that brings up fourth down. They're going for it yet again. If you went in on it last time, might as well this time. And that is I'm not convinced. That is the person who was supposed to catch the pass, but still, Tony said, "The hell with this. We're getting a first down." And they waste literally no time. Tony getting another catch right there, bringing up second down and manageable. A little bit of an Oregon blur offense going here as Lemnos has picked up the pace. They're hiking it yet again. This no-huddle hurry-up offense, trying to avoid the sack, does so. Is there anybody that's going to get there in time? That is Irish Lad, got the beat on the Mutalis. Ultimately isn't there in time. The throw just slightly early. Able to make the catch. Credit that to Daniel Korean by applying the pressure, though. Looks like they're about to get a sack, force the early throw. What would have been a huge completion as we're now on third down. Pressure yet again, this time does get them. And it is fourth down in a country mile. So the first play got a lot of positiveness for the Lemons. Now they find themselves in worse position than what they started. 13 minutes left to go, fourth down. They do hike it. Wide receiver going down, running back going up, and it is just somebody make a play in the middle of the field. Ultimately, nothing happens. 4 players on top of it. Turnover on downs. And this is where Synergy can put the nail in the coffin right here, right now in the first half. arguably the first quarter. Yes, we are still technically in the first quarter. Toss down to the wide receiver. Is WCK making the catch? So they're third of the game. And this one's going to get, if they score here, this one could get out of control pretty quickly. Oh, what? An interception, the first turnover of the game, secured by the Lemons. What the hell was that? The running back or the wide receiver WCK just kind of slip it out of the way. I think they felt like they had it, didn't. That is the ultimate case of running without looking the ball into the breadbasket. Ultimately gets intercepted by Tony. And now the Lemons get the stop that they needed. That could have been the end of the game right there. And now the Lemons are moving. That is a catch. They bring up for a new set of downs here. And here comes Lemnos getting a huge gain on first down. Gained it about 20 yards right there. That's their second run of the game. And now they're in, for the first time, in synergy territory. Going to be running again. I'm going to say, with how fast they're hiking the ball, another huge gain, about 15 yards right there. With how fast they're hiking the ball, and I know the wide receiver speed's been increased, but at some point you got to start saying, okay, are they even setting up race, or are they just sending them like, okay, to these little sideline spots right here? Catch by Irish lad. They're third of the game. And it's just like these, if they're going to hike it this fast, just doing some short things. As you see the Wraith, you are Wraith watching right now. If you're watching this on Twitch, shame on you. But they're not going like crazy deep. And I get, obviously they're in the red zone right here, so they don't need to send them deep. It doesn't take that long at all. Pick up a first down. That is the fourth run by Lemnos in this game. Has about 30 yards rushing on this drive alone. I didn't cross the line of scrimmage. That time they do. Gets it down to the 1, second down. That was a big hit, though. No fumble. This is the one spot you don't want to turn everything over. Final 8 minutes and 40 seconds of the half. Here comes second down. Did they sneak it in there? No. They went for it again. Another run. The fifth run by Lemnos in this half. Brings up third down and just a little bit of a squeak, and they squeak it in right there. 3 touchdowns in this game, all runs by the quarterbacks. And an interception, the one turnover so far, turned into something positive for Team Lemons as they get onto the board, 14-7. Now, this is where synergy. The only mistake Synergy's made is the wide receiver not really looking in the spawn of the ball before going for it. As Rar says, you know what? You can run the ball. So can I. I'm just going to get an easy first down, run out of bounds, which doesn't stop the clock, mind you. But more importantly, just picks up a set of downs. At this point, I think you kind of just want to say, let's make this the last possession of this half. Let's just stretch out these 8 minutes. And if they give us an easy first down, 10 yards, and we can bleed some time off the clock, so be it. A huge pass up top here to the wide receiver, WCK, making sure to get this now. And look at that. They're purposely going out of bounds. I don't know if their thought is bleed time off the clock, or if it's more so, let's just make sure we don't do anything, any kind of awkward fumble situation or something like that here. Looks like they might be going for it, though. Post down, wide receiver 90 up. Going for the touchdown. Doesn't really have them beat unless it's the perfect pass. Yeah, I think the wide receiver just had that covered altogether. But still, time's milking away right now. And Synergy is not going to get the ball to start the half. It's going to be Lemons that's going to get the ball to start the second half. Third down right now. No sacks so far given up by RAR in this game. So WCK gets another catch. This is their 5th catch of the game. Brings up a new set of downs. 5 minutes left on the clock. Running back going to the top hash. RAR been doing a good job of avoiding the sacks so far in this game. Another rush for the quarterback. That I have a combined 10 rushes. 6 for Lemnos, 4 for RAR in this first half. And it's been working. Again, at this point, I don't think you're really looking for that touchdown right now. Just keep marching it down the field one step at a time. First down after first down after first down. Daniel Korean getting another catch. Less than 4 minutes now. New set of downs to work with. Another rush. Probably going to get another first down with it. No. But not really important right now as they are moving the ball closer. Three minutes ago, wide receiver screen down. Doesn't really have to go far, just like a gain of an inch there to bring up a new set of downs. At this point, I think you got to feel good. Even if you score on this play, you're not really given a whole heck of a lot of time left. I mean, just one time just to throw one Hail Mary can still be kind of frustrating. But at this point, I think if the touchdown's there, you just kind of go for it. Would be nice to get a touchdown here as opposed as Tony pointing out, you know what? We've had a lot of ultralist tackles on this field, not a lot of fumbles. RAR going for it yet again. This time picking up the first down. 1:30 left to go. That is the 7th run by RAR in this half. And we're in the red zone yet again. First and goal. RAR's run it in twice already for touchdowns. This time, tried to force it in there and gets punished for it. An interception, I believe, by the wide receiver, Tony, who's got his second interception of the half. That's 2 turnovers now. And you might see, yeah, at this point, you just kind of got to go for it just to see what happens. Even if you turn it over that deep. And you might have time to, you will have time. You will have time to get one more playoff here. And again, keep in mind, Team Lemons will get the ball to start the second half. But man, you drive all the way down the field, cooking them just for a charge play into a whole mosh pit of defenders just to get an interception. Scrappy defense there, and we're just going to throw some bullshit into the end zone to see what happens. Is it going to be a 2v1 situation, though? No, I think the wide receiver is going to get there. One short and one deep. Oh, they could have caught it. They had a window. The awkward spawn, technically an interception, so no damage done right there, but it's the scary play about all of that stuff. The half is done. I don't think we're going to have any subs. If they did, they would have left the game, so I think we're just starting off right where we left off the second half right now. About to take place. 14-7. Lemnos was looking like they were going to stare down a 21-0 score early in the game. Back-to-back interceptions has spawned a glitch. What happened here? Unless it's not? What was the glitch? Apparently nothing. Tony gets his 5th catch of the game. A new set of downs, and we're starting the second half apparently glitchless. Daniel Korean, the running back for the blue team, Team Synergy, has been doing a fantastic job on defense. 3 sacks in the first half. But let loose, kind of lost track of the quarterback. Couldn't really keep the quarterback in between Daniel Korean and the line of scrimmage, and gave up huge runs by Lemnos. Back-to-back 15. I think one of them a 20-yard run earlier. And ever since then, the sacks haven't really been an issue. Nice, huge gain. Catch by Tony. And Team Lemons seems to have found their mojo here. They're schmoving. Unless they're not. Sack number 4. First one of the half for Daniel Korean. Oh, shout out to Money for operating the camera here. Giving us these fantastic views. Not a sack. Instead of a sideline throw, can the wide receiver get there? They do. Another catch. Tony with 2 interceptions on the day. That's the 7th catch that I have recorded out of the wide receiver position. These are unofficial pop gun stats that have a tendency to be completely wrong. I grew up in the southern part of the United States, so they didn't really teach us math or reading for that matter, so we're just kind of winging it here. That's another catch. Second down. Second down, about 2 to go. Running back going down. Wide receiver just kind of chilling in the end zone. They had a Wraith there, would have been an easy touchdown. Didn't have one set up. Instead, they were looking to get the first down along the bottom sideline. Pass falls incomplete. Lemnos in a 2v1 situation. That's so frustrating. Because it's like, okay, well, do I dive on the quarterback to keep them getting the first down? I think the ideal thing is just to make sure they don't get off into the end zone for a touchdown. You just got to kind of decide, who do I need to guard in a split second there. Ultimately, the first down does go into Team Lemon's favor. Technically a sack right there. 5th for Daniel Korean. Backs him up a little bit. Takes away a down. The last time Lemons were in the red zone, Lemnos was able to run it in. All 3 touchdowns in the game by quarterback runs. Another sack. That time, Lemnos looks a little bit lost, or whatever play they called just wasn't there. Maybe it's just, you know what? Let's just take a sack and go to third down. But ever since getting to the red zone, Team Lemon's moving in the wrong direction. Daniel Korean backing off. Recognizing, I don't really care if you run at this point. I'm just going to make sure you don't give up any. What in the world? So that's a self sack right there. Again, I'm assuming it was just like, okay, nothing's open. But even then, go forward. I think that had to have been a mistake. That had to have been not recognizing where they were on the field. Like maybe looking at the mini map and just kind of floating down to the side. There's no reason to go out of bounds in that situation. They are going to throw it into the end zone. No field goals today. That is a easy interception, as just nothing was there. And Team Lemons, after marching down the field, get their first turnover to Team Synergy. I believe that was the interception by Rar, technically. Actually, I guess technically they threw an interception at the end of the half, but who cares? But man, couldn't really punch it into the end zone. All 4 plays they ran in the end zone just wasn't working at all. Not a single play was working. Some discombobulation going on there, and Team Synergy trying to capitalize on it. First down. Could this be the first sack of the game? No, maybe not the perfect pass. We'll find out, but the perfectly timed to avoid a sack pass. That's a touchdown. Is that a touchdown? That is. Wow. You hold on to that a frame later, you're getting a sack. But also at the same time, it just so happens to be a perfect pass. What a play. What a play by RAR. And what a catch by WCK. And kicks it into the corner pocket. That one was looking a little sus right there. That was an incredible play. I don't know if there's like a listing of like top plays of the season. There's the 7th sack. But that's got to be up there by RAR and WCK. And what about the switch of momentum? Team Lemons starting the half with the ball, just moving down the field, out of care in the world, gets to the red zone, flounders around for 4 plays, accomplishes nothing, and then Team Synergy just throws a bomb, like a sidearm pass all the way across the field for an amazing touchdown to go up 14-0. This one should have been tied 14-14. It's the little things. The little things here. We're on 3rd down in the icon. There's no way that one does not get picked off. And it is. And here's yet another opportunity for Team Synergy to plant the dagger. Because that is the 3rd turnover by Team Lemons. Catch by Daniel Korean goes nowhere. Brings up 2nd down. Huge catch by WCK. Still 3rd down, though. Not a change of down, but you basically just have to sneeze and you get across the goal line for a 1st down here. If they score here, this game's over. I don't see anybody scoring 21 points in 14 minutes and some change. Bottom sideline, another catch. That is the 9th catch by WCK. Should have had 10, but dropped one. It was an interception earlier in the game. Doesn't seem to be bothering them, though. And that is we have a sack. Irish lad. With the first time RAR has been sacked this entire game. And it comes with them in the red zone. They have to get a stop right here. They being the Lemons. They're going to be pretty sour if they can't find a way to get a sack right here. Wide receiver gets the beat up top there. Throws not going to be on time. So we bring up 3rd down. RAR has thrown an interception dead into the end zone. They did a charge play earlier. Has run the ball in 2 times. A deep pass to WCK for the 3rd touchdown. But the red zone woes have been a thing for teams all season long, as we're now in 3rd down. Wide receiver going up top. Might cut back to the middle, and they do. Overcommitting to the top sideline is the easy pitch and catch by RAR to WCK, who has their 2nd touchdown of the game. 10 catches. And now, per league rules, mind you, Team Synergy, for the first time ever, Team Lemons has to decide if they are going to wave the white flag or not. Oh, it's been adjusted to 24 now? So maybe not by league rules. It used to be 21. Regardless, this one's all but over here. And the score is not going to tell the story of this game. I'm going to catch by it. Tony, I believe, right there. Because this one might end up being something like 28-14 or 35-14 or whatever. And you're going to think, oh, this wasn't a close game. It absolutely was. just inconsistency. It's just not like it's easy to be consistent, especially when you're playing against good players across the board right there. That'll be the thing that comes back and gets them. So let's play devil's advocate here. Let's say they come back and force overtime, which if you're going to do that, Daniel Korean's going to have to be taken out of the game. That is their 8th sack so far. Let's say 21 points in 10 minutes. Let's say you score a touchdown on this drive and you need to do it quickly. Get an interception off of a dumb play. Or another touchdown. Maybe force a fumble. Score another touchdown. Do all that in 10 minutes and, well, that is the 4th interception thrown by Team Lemon, so the mountain just gets a little bit higher right now. So basically, this is just, it's been a really close game, but it's shortly turned into an ass whooping and has the potential to become an ass whooping deluxe right here on this drive. Another run by Rar picks up the first down. 10 minutes left to go here. Lemon's APM peaking over 300 from the quarterback position. That is some fast fingers from the quarterback of Team Lemons. This will be the worst. Another catch by WCK. That's the 11th catch by WCK. This will probably go down as the individual worst loss for the Lemons so far this season. They only lost to the undefeated Wayne World by 5. Team D by 2. Toronto Triples by 10. So nobody's really blown them out. They've been in every single game they played in. And for the longest time, we're scrapping in this one, but this one's starting to get away from them. As Rar picks up not a first down, but another decent run right there. Bringing up 2nd down and short. That's just another good time to kind of clean up things going into the playoffs. On your red zone offense, a tricky thing for several teams here. Punching the ball across the goal line. Running back handoff. The wide receiver backs away. I think it was expecting to juke, didn't really get one. It's still a gain of like nothing. So let's say Lemons were to get an interception, return it for a touchdown right here. Or a fumble. That one didn't get across. By the way, that's the 10th run by Rar. Two rushing touchdowns. Interception. Ultimately, technically the 3rd interception thrown. 2 in the end zone. So if you're looking for just like some extra juice to go into the playoffs with, if you're team synergy, it's not exactly it, but no harm, no foul. 9 sacks for Daniel Korean. So how's this going to affect the standings? Let's see. Team synergy is going to be 3-2, so they're going to stay in the number 3 spot. Team D and okay, so nothing's really interesting as far as like you got a 5-0 team, 4-1, 3-2, 2-3, and 1-4. So, and as you're looking at the standings on the website right now, if you're doing that, how they shape it up right now, nothing's going to change. The things all working out right there. I have no clue what the playoff schedule or bracket is supposed to look like. Like who's going to be playing who in the first round, if somebody's got a bye, whatnot. But ultimately, both teams still have a chance here. And it's not like it's unfortunate. Or I guess not unfortunate. It is what it is. It's a competitive league. Is that a touchdown? That is. That's Irish lad securing a touchdown. So hold on. 14-point game, 4 minutes to go. Interception, touchdown, fumble, touchdown. We could have the greatest comeback of all time. There's still a chance. Unless there's not, but I mean, you could literally just hike it, run straight to the sideline, run out of bounds, and just wait if you wanted to play that game. But up 14, no reason to do that right now. Go for stats. Go for bragging rights. Or okay, I honestly thought that was picked. That about does it. Oh. And of course, you have the element as things went away there, but now they're back. Of course, you have the element of Synergy trading Tony to the Lemons. Who did they get for that? Synergy traded Tony and Joe Pa, or Joe P9 to the Lemons. Got Blue Squid and Mr. Sandman. Neither one of those players playing in this game. Tio is. Tio's been having a great game. At least 10 catches, 2 interceptions on the game right there. No touchdowns. That was Irish lad that secured the touchdown right now, as we got another run by Rar to get the first down and another opportunity to try to make something happen. Just to kind of walk off the game here. Yada dee, yada da. Synergy basically trading away half their roster over the course of the season. As we get another touchdown. I believe that is the second touchdown from WCK. Well over 12 catches on the game. Things looking good here. So after all the trades by Synergy, getting their players, getting some actual synergy built up with each other, they look like a well-oiled machine. Been looking pretty good here. Only real mistakes were end zone turnovers. At least 2 interceptions in the end zone. Daniel Kareem looking good from the sack-wise. Lost control of Lemnos several times in one drive. But ever since then, seems to have been applying a lot of pressure that seems to be disrupting the offensive flow of Team Lemons, as we likely have the final play of the game right now. A Hail Mary touchdown. One to justify the score in the newspaper tomorrow morning. And what happened with it? Probably just an interception, but that's it. That's GG's. A game the Lemons could have had. Got away from them there at the end. Was in it the entire way. They're going to lose by 21, but still, you go back to the play where they were down 14-7 in the red zone and just 4 straight plays of nothingness. What happens there? You go back to the 4th down and mile-long attempts early in the game, deep in your own territory, where you came absolutely nowhere close to converting on that. Basically giving the ball to the enemy team for an easy touchdown. A couple of times they did that. And I'm not sitting here questioning like decisions or play calling because like who am I to do that? But that's just the course of the game that you play. That's the game you play. They either work for you or they don't. And that time it worked out for Team Synergy. Who is this here? Is this Daniel?
Hello.
Hello. Congratulations. How was that? How you feeling?
Okay.
You know how many sacks you had today?
Uh-uh.
Okay, I got you down for 9.
Mm,
How's
Nine
that
sacks.
feel?
Pretty good.
Were you expecting that kind of number? Like, what was the expectation today?
I wasn't expecting many sacks, but I was kind of pressure
Good
him a
game.
lot.
There we go.
Good game.
Congratulations across the board. Tio, how you feeling?
As a wide receiver, I can only control so much, unfortunately.
You did
tried.
have. I got 2 interceptions for you
Yeah.
and 10 catches. You might have more from the official ones there.
I got 9 if the game stats are right. Oh well.
Oh well. Well. So
I
you
think,
made the.
I think it was a little tough. Irish's like second game in a month, and I think it showed because he was one of the sack leaders, and I think he ended the game with 1 sack.
Yes. Rar able to run the ball over 10 times, 2 rushing touchdowns, only got 1 sack. It was in the red zone when that happened. What happened on that? So the first drive of the second half, 14-7. You guys get to the red zone rather easily, and then 4 plays where things just didn't really work out. What happened there?
There was one play that was open to Irish that I couldn't actually press Q, and I missed the button.
Is that the play where you ran out of bounds?
I might have been. It was when we were like third. We were like third and goal, but we were at like the 20-yard line.
So Team Lemon's now 1-4 in the season, but as I was pointing out, you guys have only lost. That was your worst loss technically by score, but everything else, the number 1 team, the undefeated team in the league, you guys only lost to them by a handful of points. Toronto beat you guys by 10. Team D by 2. Yeah, Wayne's World by 5. So,
Oh yeah,
I mean,
it boiled down to me throwing too many interceptions this game. I dropped the ball this game for sure, like really bad, versus other games. So this loss is entirely and wholeheartedly on me.
well, there you go, falling on the sword. Hey, you did do pretty good running the ball though, in several instances.
Yeah.
Good drives here and there. But if you were to play anybody again, like, is it like you would go into that game feeling like you could absolutely win it, right? Like, even though you're 1-4, you wouldn't feel like you are the worst team in the playoffs, I'm assuming.
Well, we're not gonna. I don't think we made the playoffs, but
Oh, really?
yeah, we didn't make it. If we won this game, it would have been like a additional game to play in as like a play-in game or whatever, because we would have 3 teams at 2 and 3. So being at 1-4, we don't make it.
Well, still a good season, regardless.
Yes.
And you somehow found a way to beat the resilient Lions, so that's an accomplishment in and of itself.
Oh, for sure.
Rar / Sailor.
What's up, my dude? What's up, Popgun? GG's, by the way. If you guys didn't see my GG's in game, I did say GG's in game.
So we didn't see it, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, the other
Terrible
team.
sportsmanship.
Yeah, I'm not being a bad sportsman.
14-7. You stop them on their goal line in the second half. You're about to get sacked.
Mm-hmm.
You throw it away to the end zone to WCK for an absolute insane catch across the board. What did that play work out the way it was drawn up, just like frame by frame?
Yeah, to be honest, Lemnos has always had struggles with the wide receiver straight with the RB down up. So Way's the guy, dude. So that's what I said when he caught that. I was like, hey, I think there's a chance here, especially that I put it a little bit down and he wing catched it. I don't know how WCK makes those wing catches, but he did, and that's just trust. He dropped a wide receiver hook for interception early, and I said, hey, you're good, babe. You're good. I'm still gonna feed you, and yeah, you just made me look good there. That was good.
Yeah, I got WCK for, well, I stopped when the game got out of hand. I stopped keeping track, but I had at least 11 catches from WCK. Yeah, definitely should have been 12, but life goes on.
It
Those
happens.
things can happen.
Happens the best of us, even the better players.
You feeling good about your team right now? I mean, you've had a lot of trades, a lot of transactions, but you got a couple of weeks of a consistent roster, or at least some consistent players. Daniel Korean with 9 sacks, WCK 2 touchdowns. You ran for 2. You feeling like you're clicking or peaking at the right time?
These are my boys. It's fun. We go in and we always talk about what we want to do or what we could do better. Even on that pick that we had with a little shimmy mid, always like, oh, hey, how can we go ahead and get better? And it's just fun. That's the biggest thing. And we are the Synergy Señores, even though that we traded Tony. Tony's still one of our boys, and he'll still live amongst the Synergy Señores. If we make a run in the playoffs, I think we play against the Toronto Triples. This is what the bracket's looking like.
I'll get my compensatory ring at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, very confident, my boys. We're all friends, so we play a lot of video games together. So it's good.
So the last time you played Toronto was week 2. A little bit of a different roster this time around, but you lost 24-35. How are you going to be feeling going into that game?
That was a bloodbath of a game, man. You could say that the fumble changed the depiction of the game. There was also, if we scored, if we chose not to kick a field goal and then go for a field goal, there was a lot of stuff there. It was a very high-powered offensive game. So it's probably what it is going to be next. Our defense, I feel like we've shapen up our defense a lot since that game. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a battle.
Well, congratulations. I didn't realize only 4 teams made the playoffs, so my bad, Lemons. I thought you were still in it, but oh well.
No, it's all good.
It's always next year. Or next
Always
season.
next league.
So that's it. Hey, shout outs to Money for streaming this and unmuting me on Streamlabs. I found that to be the only issue right there. And also shout outs to Lemnos for having the highest APM, like peaking over 300 at one point there as we were keeping track of that. Are your fingers okay?
No, they're pretty bad.
Oh no.
Don't have me blitz, it'll be higher.
Jonathan Popgun, dude, for everything. Everything that he did tonight. The main caster, dude.
It's a lot easier to watch people play this game than it is to actually play it. And it's a lot more enjoyable too, from my perspective. So there we go. Is that it? Are we done here? I think we're done here. When does playoffs next week? Start week 1, whenever?
Starting Monday, yeah. Starting tomorrow.
All right. Well,
we'll get into it.
Stay tuned to see who can get anywhere close to stopping the unstoppable force that is Wayne's World in the first round of, or I guess technically the semifinal of the playoffs starting next week. That's going to do it here. We're done. GG's across the board. That is the end of the Beer Blitz League regular season.
That's so funny.
Nice. The claps are ready.
Thanks, Bob. See you guys.
Peace out, Lem.